So, lucid dreams. What are lucid dreams and how can we have them? Um, I know of two basic kinds of lucid dreaming, and one is when you go to sleep at night and you actually wake up in the dream. And, some people have said they've had really good luck actually doing something that they know triggers that, like turning on a light switch. And it, it basically is you're taking control of yourself in your dream and have a more heightened sense of awareness than your average dream. And the other type of lucid dream is one that you have more while you're meditating. And while you might not be considered totally asleep, you're not awake either. It is a process of just totally letting go and surrendering into just another state of being. And it was really funny for me because I was taught how to lucid dream in a lucid dream. And I'll tell you a little bit about that. And it's really funny because I had a teacher show up for me in this dream. I was meditating, and all of a sudden, I became aware of myself outside of myself. And standing next to me was Jesus. Now, this was not a person that I was necessarily expecting to see. I grew up in a very strict religious household, and never bought into that religion. I was kind of a little rebel and a system breaker, and it was a very, it was a learning experience for me and my family to say, thank you very much, but no thank you. And, but, as much as I felt religion was a box to keep you in, there was truth there too. And my mom said something very important to me one time, and that was, don't ever close your heart, because Jesus will come knocking. And if your heart is too hard, you won't hear that knocking. And that had some resonance of truth to me, and I always remembered that, and made a kind of promise to myself to always keep my heart open. And I think that has served me well in some aspects. And so yeah, Jesus shows up next to me, and I always saw a lot of truth in the teachings, and thought that he was probably a very great teacher. And he took my hand, didn't say a word, and started flying with me over the actual globe of Earth itself, seeing it from that bird's eye view or satellite view of the Earth. And we would zoom in on different places, and these were places in South America and Europe and Russia and just different places, and we'd get narrower and narrower and narrower and go down until we found a person. And once we found that person, Jesus was, there were no words, it was just kind of a telepathic communication. Okay, walk in his shoes. So I would, in essence, feel what that person was feeling, and that literally put me inside their shoes, inside their bodies, and I could feel their joy, their pain, their stress, their anxieties, their beliefs. And, you know, it really did break down that barrier of between me and other people. And I've always been kind of an empathetic person, if you want to say, and that can be a mixed blessing at times because you feel everybody and what they're feeling around you. But it is a blessing. It is our highest blessing because in that we can experience what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes and to experience things from a different perspective from their point of view. So it was kind of shown to me, and I think this is where that whole concept of Christ consciousness comes from. It is that higher perspective of seeing things from a totally loving place in like a very neutral place that where there is no judgment for anybody else. And I think it's the judgment that keeps us feeling separate. And once we can let go of the judgments of other people and their beliefs, we begin to identify them with them on every level. And so it was kind of shown to me how to do this with people, and then with plants, and with, you know, other things, and with planets. You know, you want to go to another planet in a lucid dream, feel what that planet is feeling. And it's something that, you know, in the wave mechanics of who we are, because there's a true physical science to this. You know, the black hole in our heart connects then through our chakras to the sun, or to the earth first, and then the earth connects to the sun, and these waves keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know, these waves then go out to the galactic sun. So everything is totally connected by these waves, and I think this is what's meant by, you know, transcending, because when we take something into our heart and we can let it go and flow, I mean, the cup that's never full, it's always flowing, and you let it go, and it goes from you to the earth, and then from the earth to the sun, and these waves keep going out and going bigger and bigger. We're all connected through that 1 0 point that resides in each of our hearts, and I feel like that is how we can take the perspective to the higher level. We can take it to the earth level, we can take it to the sun level, and that's how we can transcend something, because we get the higher perspective. And so yeah, that's how I travel. And it's just a matter of tuning in to whatever that, wherever you want to go, the vibration that's there, and you're already connected to it. It's just a matter of bringing that into awareness and allowing yourself to feel what that person or place or thing is feeling, and with no judgment. And you truly allow yourself to feel it, and then in essence you are one with that, and that's the wormhole. That's how we can travel through time and space. Space and time then becomes an illusion because that connection is there. And so I hope that helps, and I know that is not the only way. That's just what happens to work for me and my understanding right here in this point in time. And please share what works for you in techniques or things that you've been shown that work for you, that help you connect to that dream space. Thanks. Bye.